Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is your host Thomas Tyree from On the Hot Podcast. Today, this would be episode 153 for you guys today. Of course, this episode is going to be coming out on all four of our platforms: our Instagram account, our Facebook account, our YouTube account, and our Apple Podcast account. So let's go ahead and dive into the first segment of the episode this week. I'll be sharing my thoughts on the NFL draft. So in this following segment, I'll be having two winners, two losers, and two shocking moments to me that transpired during the NFL draft. So something that I want to touch up on during the NFL draft, we had an attendance record of over the day 1, day 2, day 3 of the NFL draft in Detroit. The city of Detroit showed up for the NFL draft. There was a draft attendance record set, a new draft attendance record set of 775,000 people that attended over the 3 days of the NFL draft, setting the record that was set by Nashville, Tennessee, that hosted the NFL draft back in 2019. So that is incredible that the NFL is becoming more popular than ever. The fans definitely showed up. Whether you're a team of anybody in the National Football League, all 32 fan bases showed up in Detroit. 775,000 in attendance for an NFL draft. This is absolutely amazing. So the NFL should feel very happy and proud about that. But let's get into it. Starting off with my two winners. Winner number one is the Chicago Bears. Now, the Chicago Bears, to me, did a great job drafting in the NFL draft. They found their franchise quarterback of the future, Caleb Williams, quarterback from USC. We're going to see if he lives up to the hype, lives up to the expectations of what a lot of college football analysts said, that he could be the next Patrick Mahomes, the way that he played at the collegiate level. We're going to see if he can transpire his game to the NFL. So we're already seeing that the Bears have already put together more effort in building the franchise around Caleb Williams than they did of Justin Fields the whole entire time Justin Fields was in Chicago with the Chicago Bears. So it seems like Caleb Williams is going to be set up pretty comfortably in the Chicago Bears offense. He's going to be at the quarterback position. They have DeAndre Swift that they brought in at the running back position. They're going to have DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, who they just traded for, both playing at the wide receiver position. They drafted Odunze, wide receiver from Washington. He's going to play in the slot. They have Cole Kmet at tight end. It's a tight end that has a lot of upside, in my opinion, at the position. So I do believe that the way how the draft played out, the NFC North could be one of those interesting divisions next year. You have Caleb Williams at quarterback, Jordan Love at quarterback, now J.J. McCarthy at quarterback, and Jared Goff at quarterback for the Detroit Lions. So it's going to be a fun division. I think that's going to be a division a lot of football fans out there should pay attention to next year, is the NFC North. But the home run selections for the Bears, drafting Caleb Williams and Odunze within the top 10 picks, to me, that's home run selections. I have them as winners in this draft. Now, the next winner is also a division foe for the Bears. It's the Minnesota Vikings. I believe that they did a great job executing in the NFL draft. I have them winners of the 2024 NFL draft based on what really they did night one at getting J.J. McCarthy and Dallas Turner. Out of all the teams for the last month that I felt comfortable for J.J. McCarthy to go to, fit well very quickly, was the Minnesota Vikings because of everything that they had. I always thought that was the best landing spot for them. Even though I had my doubts on J.J. McCarthy, we're going to see how his NFL career plays out. But I think this could be a home run hit for the Minnesota Vikings down the line if J.J. McCarthy produces very early. But Kevin O'Connell could groom J.J. McCarthy to be what Kirk Cousins was in this Minnesota Vikings offense. They'll be in good shape because you have J.J. McCarthy at quarterback, Justin Jefferson at wide receiver, Jordan Addison at wide receiver. You have T.J. Hockenson at tight end. You have Aaron Jones at running back, who you just brought in during NFL free agency. And I think this makes the NFC North even more interesting now. And also Dallas Turner, who they got in the first round, was an absolute steal, getting him within a top 20 selection to help their defensive front edge rusher from Alabama. Dallas Turner is going to be a good NFL player. So I thought they executed well in the first round of the draft. Now, we're going on to the loser section. Now, any other year when I have the loser section in this segment, it's teams that lost the NFL draft. But I do feel like every team for the most part, did draft pretty well, and I don't have any losers on my list. So the losers that I have are 2 players on these respective teams that I'm about to mention. So loser number 1 is Kyren Williams, running back for the Los Angeles Chargers, and it's combined with the other running back that is now in LA, Blake Corum, running back that played at Michigan last year. I do believe that 2 of these players are on my losers list due to the fact that it was a head-scratching move to me that the Rams decided to bring in Blake Corum, running back from Michigan. Now, Kyren Williams was one of the best running backs in the National Football League last year. Salute to Kyren Williams because the man helped me win my fantasy football league this year. It was an absolute diamond in the rough, an absolute steal off of fantasy waiver wires in the beginning part of the NFL season. But Kyren Williams, when he was healthy, he was a top-tier running back, putting together top-tier production at the position this past NFL season. And when you think about this, yes, it is good to have a running back committee in the National Football League to lean on two running backs. But Sean McVay's not known for that. If you guys follow Sean McVay's offense, he's always used to using one cowbell running back in his tenure with the Los Angeles Rams, being the play caller and the head coach. And we see that he does not like a running back committee because last year, Kyren Williams was used in 77% of offensive snaps last year when he was healthy and available playing for the Rams last year. 77% of the snaps all season long when healthy is absolutely crazy. So that shows that you don't believe in a running back committee. You believe in one cowbell back in your offense. So Blake Corum was one of the best running backs that came out of this 2024 draft class. He was amazing at Michigan. And I believe that his playing time will take a hit. If Kyren Williams played a significant amount in the Rams offense last year, he's going to play a significant amount in the Rams offense again this year. Unless he's hurt, Blake Corum is not going to get that much playing time. So I feel like both of those guys are losers on my list. And the final loser on my list is Michael Mayer, tight end for the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, Michael Mayer last year in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Raiders got a steal selecting Michael Mayer, tight end from Notre Dame last year in the second round of the NFL Draft, where this is a guy that should have went in the first round of last year's NFL Draft, but he fell to the second round. The Raiders got lucky to get him. But ever since that time frame, it has not looked like it was a good pickup because Michael Mayer's rookie season, he only had 27 catches, 304 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns in the 14 games that he played last year with the Raiders. Now, I won't say he's a bust, and I give him a pass for what happened in his rookie season because the Raiders went under a lot of changes during their season last year. I mean, they fired their head coach. They did a quarterback carousel, Jimmy Garoppolo, Aiden O'Connell. Yes, it was a lot going on in Vegas, so I won't say he was a bust, but he has to be a loser because with the Raiders having the 13th overall pick, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 quarterbacks were drafted within the first 12 selections of the NFL Draft. Raiders were kind of in a standstill at that point, so I think they used the theory of getting the best player available, which was tight end Brock Bowers from Georgia, and they brought him in, and that hurts Michael Mayer's stock because Brock Bowers is easily going to be the starting tight end on this team next year, and Tom Brady is a part owner of the Las Vegas Raiders, and yeah, I definitely believe he had a say in the draft selection, getting Brock Bowers to Las Vegas because if you guys remember Tom Brady's playing days in New England, what did Tom Brady love during the dynasty years of the New England Patriots? He loved to run 2 tight end sets, 2 tight end formation plays with Rob Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez in New England when they were both together. So I think that had to play out. Tom Brady's had a say in this pick, but Michael Mayer's stock could definitely plummet if they don't run a double tight end set as often as Tom Brady thinks they will. So I have to put Michael Mayer as a loser on my list. Now, let's get to the fun part. The shocking moments of the NFL Draft. Man, this is crazy. Now, shocking moment to me was when the Atlanta Falcons drafted Michael Penix Jr., 8th overall in the 2024 NFL Draft. Now, Michael Penix Jr., this was shocking because Michael Penix Jr. was one of the best quarterbacks in the country last year, led the Washington Huskies to a national championship. And you didn't expect him to go to Atlanta that just gave Kirk Cousins a massive 4-year contract that gives Kirk Cousins $100 million guaranteed in the 4-year deal. Now, in my opinion, Michael Penix Jr. was the third best quarterback coming out of this draft class. You see guys like Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, JJ McCarthy, Bo Nix, all going to be thrown into the fire to start for their rookie seasons, most likely. And Michael Penix Jr. is worthy of starting, and he's not even going to start his rookie season. Now they have the plan of him sitting behind Kirk Cousins for 2, maybe 4 years. In Atlanta, this is not somebody that should be sitting. He's already 24 years of age. He's going to be 24 years of age when the season starts. He could possibly be 26 to 28 years of age when he finally gets his start in the National Football League. This is not a guy that's a project like a Jordan Love sitting behind Aaron Rodgers. Or this is not a project of Aaron Rodgers sitting behind Brett Favre. We're talking about Michael Penix, who is one of the best quarterbacks of this draft class. We're talking about Kirk Cousins, who's not even going to be remembered as an all-time great, with one playoff win in his NFL career thus far. You mean to tell me that Michael Penix Jr. should be sitting behind Kirk Cousins for this long? Look, $100 million guarantee means something. To bring in Kirk Cousins this offseason means something. I don't think Michael Penix Jr. is going to be playing anytime soon. Yeah, he might get a crack at an opportunity if Kirk Cousins gets injured, but I guarantee you Kirk Cousins is going to be the quarterback of this team until the team feels like it's ready to move into Michael Penix's direction, which could take a very long time, which is not good for a guy coming into the league that's already 24 years of age. Now, the last shocking moment to me was the Bills and the Chiefs' first-round trade. When the Bills traded the 28th overall pick to the Chiefs with a 4th-round pick in exchange for the 32nd overall pick and the first round along with a 3rd-round pick, for the Bills' sake, who's been eliminated by the Kansas City Chiefs countless times in the playoffs, 3 times to be exact since 2020, you would think you wouldn't help your arch enemy get better. After you traded away Stephon Diggs, your number 1 wide receiver, during the NFL offseason. But you just helped the Kansas City Chiefs, who just won back-to-back Super Bowls, get better. That's definitely looked to go on a 3-peat. You just helped them get better. And yes, there's an argument to that because the Bills did draft Kevin Coleman, wide receiver from Florida State, in the first round, yes. In the second round, yes. But you just helped Kansas City get Xavier Worthy, wide receiver from Texas, who is a speedster. He just had an outstanding NFL combine. He could easily be used as the next Tyreek Hill in Andy Reid's offense that still has Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. I just felt like that was a head-scratching move to me because the rivals just helped their arch enemy get better to me offensively. We're going to see what Xavier Worthy can do in Andy Reid's offense, but I can see him being used as the next Tyreek Hill. But those are my winners, losers, and most shocking moments from the 2024 NFL Draft.